Hi there, and welcome to a very soggy Fukuoka, where I am in the middle of what I suppose is essentially a turn. Basically a day trip to Fukuoka from Tokyo. In today's video, I'm going to be flying back north, and then tonight I'll be taking the overnight train back south. Or well, west, I guess. And then I'm going to be taking a train from there back north, and then I'm going to be flying back. So efficient my route is not. But this being the last purely domestic flight of my Japan series, I wanted to be sure to try out ANA's domestic economy class. I love the absolute precision of these rain mats. The airport here has two terminals, one for domestic ops and the other for international, located on opposite sides of the airport grounds. Fukuoka's airport is one of the most convenient in all of Japan, located smack in the center of the city itself. Despite the benefits from this though, there are quite a few challenges, as there's very little room for possible expansion. Because of that, Fukuoka is one of the top 5 busiest airports in the world with a single runway. Okay, before we get situated and get the lay of the land, let me welcome any of you that may be new to the channel. My name is Kevin and I am the Flip Flop Traveler. I'm here to give you honest content about flights, hotels, and trains. This video is self-funded and the price that I paid is in the description below. ANA had no prior knowledge that I'd be filming today, and everything that you'll hear in this video is my own personal opinion, based on my own unique experience. Without further ado, let's get started. ANA is the largest operator at the airport, with around 1,000 more flights monthly than JAL, their biggest competitor here. This is pretty obvious when you walk inside and see a sea of endless blue. Still some of the most timeless livery colors in the industry today, I think. They are well aware of how much shopping you probably did while here in Kyushu. Once you've finished with your bags and boarding passes, head upstairs for security, as well as premium check-in and the lounge. Packaged food shopping at Japanese airports has to be some of the best in the world. You'd be hard-pressed to find other airports out there that truly feature hyper-local products as much as in Japan. After passing through the quick security, I've still yet to find a line with more than 5 people. I headed to the ANA lounge, which I had access to due to Starline's gold status. While I have been praising Japanese lounges for their utility and efficiency, I do think that this one may take that a bit too far. It looks more like a giant open-plan conference room. To optimize space, all the chairs are actually bolted to the ground, and it's just all a bit tight feeling. On offer, you'll find the normal selection of drinks and little snacks, typical of Japanese domestic lounges. This airport is more or less the gateway to Okinawa, with around 20 flights per day, in addition to all of southern Japan as well. And because of that, you'll notice quite a few smaller Japanese airlines here. For ANA, they serve 13 domestic destinations from Fukuoka, for a total of 49 domestic cities. Let me show you something that struck me as absolutely extraordinary. Now, I'm not sure if this was a special flight or not. It was the only Japan Airlines wide-body flight that I saw push back, so I didn't have anything to compare it to. But let's take note of the fact that it is raining cats and Shiba Inus. These 6 staff, I presume staff, are here just to wave to the aircraft as it pushes back. You're saying, oh, that always happens in Japan. But wait, there's more. Not to leave anyone out, after pushing back, they walked over to the other side of the aircraft so they got to see them wave as well. But then I might have gotten distracted by my aircraft landing. I have some other ANA videos where I get into their history linked in the description, so I'll go easy on that today, just pointing out again that their livery, this beautiful, seemingly modern livery, was designed in 1982. Yes, there have been small changes made in 2010, but on a whole, 1982. That's an impressively timeless design, especially for something from the 80s. Are there any other airlines out there today that are sporting a livery that's been around for so long? Korean Air's is the oldest that I can think of, launched in 1984. KLM, Emirates, Air France, and some others are similar to decades ago, but have evolved quite a bit over the years. I still had some time before boarding, so I went to grab a quick lunch, hoping the rain would let up a bit. It didn't. Each terminal here has its own observation deck, but the domestic one is open air, so today was not the best day. Okay, boarding began right on time, so let's go get on board. As we head down the jet bridge, let's take a look at today's flight stats. Our aircraft today is a 10-year-old 787-8 in a domestic configuration. Japan, having the 5th largest domestic air travel market on Earth, is unique in that ANA and JAL both have entire fleets of narrow and wide-body planes only for their domestic routes. It could be said that they try to pack more into these domestic planes, which is true, but in some cases it's more about the fact that their international configurations are just too generous for the domestic routes. All of that said, these really are not the most comfortable seats that I've ever been in, by a long shot. Of course, they're fine for a short flight, but it was pretty cramped feeling in every direction. They are in great condition though, and I like the armrest seat indicators. On the other side of the armrest, you have the controls for the centralized IFE system. These seats are advertised as 31 to 32 inches of pitch, and well, I don't believe that. Underseat room is also unfortunate for the window and the center seat passengers, especially because there's no seatback IFE. I don't know why these boxes are here. I did my best, but my normal size backpack definitely inched into my neighbor's foot space. I do love a cup holder which can actually hold a cup though. We pushed back and the in-flight safety video began to roll on the main monitor. If you're liking the Japan content, which is quickly coming to an end, check out the playlist linked above and in the description below for all of my Japan flight, hotel, and train videos. Also in the description, you'll always be able to find my next 5 videos to come out. Heading to the runway as it continued to pour. The spool up, takeoff, and airport stats are coming up next. And then I have a question about the wing. Our route today would end up giving us a sunset tour of Tokyo when landing, so be sure to stick around for that. Now though, is this normal, or okay? It was a little bit disheartening to see in the middle of the flight. I'm not sure if I've ever noticed peeling paint on the top of an aircraft wing before. Smudges on the nose of the plane, speed tape on the wings, sure, but peeling paint? Really? So there are no in-flight personal monitors, but there is free limited Wi-Fi, which will give you access to their IFE system. As is typical for these domestic aircraft, the selection is limited, but so is the flight time. A very fast drink service passed through the cabin. As is standard, a selection of basic pourable drinks were on offer. By the way, I've been saying this a lot lately. Pourable. It occurred to me that, hey, what drink isn't pourable? Well, I just mean that they have like 6 to 10 different bulk container options, and you get one paper cup of your choosing. It's not like they have carts stocked with 30 kinds of cans and bottled soft drinks. Anyway, this flight was around 3/4 over when the real fun began as we were in approach to Haneda. Please excuse my hand reflection in parts of it. ANA doesn't normally allow things to be attached to the window. So, we all know what happens if you click like on this video and subscribe to the channel. You'll become a multimillionaire. But do you know what happens if you don't? You may never see me or my videos again. So if you enjoy this style of content, be sure to click all of the buttons, but just the good ones. If you're interested in a peek of the inner workings of the channel, or just need some travel advice, be sure to check out my Patreon in the description as well. Whatever you do, thanks very much for being here right now. And here we are, back in Tokyo. I'm gonna go make my way to Tokyo Station. where I'll be hours early for my train, but I'm kinda happy about that. So, I really do hope that you enjoyed this quick trip report today. If you did, be sure to click that like button and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on my twice weekly videos. I'll see you next time on Japan's only nightly overnight train, the Sunrise Izumo, or Sunrise Seto. Oh, and as always, thanks for watching until the end.